South Dakota, a 28-21 winner here this afternoon at the Dakota Dome over Northern Arizona. Their first win over a ranked team since last year's win over UNI on the road. And Curtis, overall, kind of a tale of two halves. USD dominated the first, got on its heels a bit in the second, but found a way to finish.
I think they were fairly consistent. I mean, they established the run just about the entire game. The third quarter's where they kind of stumbled a little bit, and it was all one turnover that caused that. They did a good job regrouping, getting the game back under control, and then finishing it out.
All right, let's take a look at those two halves, starting with the first. And it started in a great way for USD. The interception from Steve Tellefson, and they move it down inside the 5 on a Jasper Sanders run. Sager with a touchdown, and they're up 7-0 quickly. Next possession for Northern Arizona. Sean Breedle gets up, gets the interception from his defensive end spot. Cale Barkley then takes it inside the 20 on the ensuing offensive possession. Sager with his second rushing touchdown of the first quarter made it 14-0 in a hurry for USD. Now, Northern Arizona was moving the football effectively. Jan with a run, Bo Gardner a big catch on third down. But in the second quarter they had it and tried to go for it on fourth down, were unable to get it. Sanders comes back. Jasper Sanders was having a big day, but he goes down after a long run. And then defensively, USD was about as good as we've seen him in a long time. Drew Iddings leading the way that way. Ryan Sager started running the football well as well. And the Coyotes ended up taking a 20-0 lead into the break. And, they had full control at this point in the game.
Yeah, when Sanders went down, you wondered how that was going to affect their offense. The way they found makeup for his rushing, though, was Sager. I mean, Sager took off, had over 100 yards rushing.
Yeah, all right, let's get into the second half. And this was a very different start to the one we saw in the first half. And it started with Eric Schuford as he muffs the punt. And Northern Arizona recovers at the USD 35. Ife Amodu, this was the start of a huge second half for him. He hauls one in, sets up Casey Jan's first touchdown of the day, and it was 20-7 at that point. Second possession of the half, Poe finds Amodu again. Big pickup inside the 5. Nick Boutier with a 7-yard touchdown reception. That made it 20-14, and that's where the Coyotes felt like they were on their heels, but they responded nicely from that point forward.
Northern Arizona actually had a chance to take the lead. They had the ball going in with the chance to score, but University of South Dakota was able to get the stop, then come out, get some momentum on offense, and then start to pull away and finish the game out.
Of course, late in the game, they had a quarterback change due to injury. Kyron Poe went out. Chase Cartwright came in, and he led Northern Arizona on a scoring drive and made this thing real interesting. There was still about 4 minutes left in this game as they get into the end zone for a touchdown. Casey Jan with his second score of the day. It was 28-21 at that point. You knew the Coyotes were going to have to move the sticks, keep that clock running, because Northern Arizona only had one timeout. Sager ripped off that nice run. Bama picked up another first down after that. And again, it comes down to the ground game. That was the biggest difference of the day.
Yeah, when they got 3rd and 5, it was a manageable situation. We can run, we can throw. They don't know what we're going to do in this situation. They went with the quarterback draw. Sager, as he did all game long, was able to run, get the first down, and that really cemented the game.
They get the win here, 28-21. Huge boost for this team's psyche going into the bye week, and then, of course, coming out of that bye week, the start of what's going to be a grueling Missouri Valley Football Conference schedule.
Yeah, we said there's nothing better than going into a bye with a win. Going in with a loss is the toughest thing. Now they have to look at their conference schedule, and that's such a wall that they're going to have to climb. But it's easier to go in with a win looking at that wall.
All right, for Curtis Riggs, I'm Jay Elson. Again, the final score from Vermilion, 28-21. The University of South Dakota defeats number 22, Northern Arizona.